Hi, I'm Will with Signage. We're a graphic arts company here in Idaho Falls, Idaho. Today we're going to be doing our second demonstration video featuring our product Gallery Wraps. The Gallery Wrap, as you can see, is a digital photo reprint on canvas stretched around a thick wooden frame. People really like these gallery wraps. They're popular for wedding photos or family photos, engagement photos, just any sort of photo that you want to give a little extra class to, really dress it up. This demonstration video is going to take you through start to finish how we do it here and how we really do make it a custom gallery wrap. Any size, any dimensions, any thickness that you want, we can make it here, and this video is going to showcase that. Be sure to also check us out on our website. We are at signagecda.com. We've got other how-to videos up there for some of the other products that we have. You can check those out, or you can also download some of our coupons for even like further reduced price discounts. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's take a look and see how we do our gallery wraps here at Signage. Thanks for watching.
Alright, the first thing we do when we're making a gallery wrap here at Signage is obviously we get the image. Whether you want to email the image in, or sometimes people can bring them in on a disk or a jump drive or whatever, we can take that image and then we pull it into Photoshop and make sure that the resolution is going to be high enough quality to get to the size that you want. Also, if you have an old photograph and you want to turn that into a gallery wrap, we can actually take it and scan it, and we have a really nice scanner capable of producing very high resolution, and so even if you have an old like small photograph, we can get it to whatever size that you want on the gallery wrap. And then once we know roughly the size of dimensions that we want to get from you, the customer, then we take it into Illustrator and we kind of size it up and figure out what's going to be the actual final size of the frame. Again, because we don't offer just a list of generic predetermined dimensions for the gallery wraps. We know roughly what size of a gallery wrap you want, and then we look at the picture and we figure out what how the picture is set up, and you look at the picture and use that to determine what the size of the frame is going to be. For instance, on this picture that we're doing, this demonstration video, I think it actually ended up being 20.5 inches by 30 inches, but that's what the picture needed to be to look its best. And so a lot of times if you have just a generic preset dimension, then the image might not look as good as it possibly could. And then we send it over to print. Now once it's done printing, I will typically write down what the dimensions are again and just kind of measure to make sure I got everything right. Sometimes I have been known to forget the size of the frame that we're cutting, so I'll just take the measurement and write it down so that when I go over to the shop to cut the frame, I can get it right. And then we just cut the frame. It's pretty easy. Measure everything to make sure it all lines up, cut at 45-degree angles, and make it look pretty. And again, it all comes down to the fact that we don't have preset dimensions. We will make the frame whatever size we need to make the picture look right, even if it's really odd dimensions, 17 3/4 inches or whatever it needs to frame the picture the way that the photographer or the customer wants that picture to be framed. We even have a couple different types of canvas that you can use. We've got a really smooth canvas and a coarse canvas, and each look good but for different reasons, and so that's another thing to take into consideration is the customization options that what kind of, even coming down to what kind of canvas you want to put on your gallery wrap and be used for your image. One option that we do have here at Signage that I'm not demonstrating in the video just because it kind of takes a long time is the option of putting a lacquer coating or finish over the canvas, over the photo. This gives the photo a little bit more protection over the long run. It does increase the price a bit, and so a lot of people, they know that they're just putting the photo up on the wall away where it's not going to be handled at all. It's just going to stay up on the wall and it's going to look great. And so but for those people who want that extra protection, that extra lacquer finish, we do offer that as well. And then, as you can see here, we are just now stretching the canvas around the wood. You kind of get it set and make sure it's going to be right before you start putting in a bunch of staples, and then just work your way around. You know, you don't just put a bunch of staples on one side and then turn the image and then put a bunch of staples on the other. You actually put, you know, one on one side and then flip it to the other side and kind of work, you know, sort of mirror your work on each side, and then that way you can, by doing that and pulling the canvas tight as you go along, you actually really can stretch that canvas nice and tight over the wooden frame. And then, yeah, see, so you can see I've worked my way out quite a bit on this side, and now we're just about ready to finish it up and wrap the corners down. I really like the way these corners wrap down on the canvas. It really gives it that artistic look, you know, to have the corners folded in underneath on itself. I used to slice out like all the excess canvas under there, so it was just one piece of canvas folded over the back. But I kind of like the way that looks with the nice folds kind of bunched up there. Again, gives it that look of an artist's canvas, an old artist's canvas. So it's purely preference though. And then with a gallery wrap this size, we typically don't finish off the back. Like, we'll just leave the back open like this, and that is to make it so you can hang it easier. You can actually just like put some screws in the wall and then hang it off of its own weight. Like, the screws can be hanging, like you can set the gallery wrap frame just on the screws, and it makes for a really easy, secure hang. And this is what it looks like when it's all done. But then on smaller wraps, we will finish off the back with some nice art paper and a little hook to hang it on. Check out the website, and hope you enjoyed watching the video. Thanks for watching, guys.